Good morning students. Today's topic is nutrition in plants. So under that topic we will study photosynthesis because plants are autotrophic. They can synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis. This is said to be the most important biological process because in this process we get food and oxygen, and we all know that food and oxygen are very important for the survival. Now the second question arises, what is the site or the place for photosynthesis? Where does it occur in plants? So photosynthesis takes place only in the green parts of the plant, mostly in the leaves, and that too more of the stomata are present on the undersurface of the leaves to get the supply of carbon dioxide. Within a leaf, photosynthesis occurs in mesophyll cell, which contain the chloroplast. Now you must be wondering what are mesophyll cells, okay, but in next slide it will be clear to you. So till time we know that photosynthesis occur in the green parts, that is leaves. Inside leaves there is some tissue present that is called mesophyll, and in that mesophyll cells some chloroplast are present, and inside chloroplast chlorophyll is present. So we say chloroplast are the actual place or the site of photosynthesis because chloroplast contain chlorophyll. This is the cross section or the inner section of the leaf. You can see here this is called the upper epidermis. It is coated with the wax cuticle, and this one is the lower epidermis, which is also having wax cuticle. In the lower surface we can find the gaps at places. These are the stomata. You can see here these are for the entry of or exit of the gaseous exchange. They help in exchange of the entry or exit of the gases. So these are the openings, or you can say the natural windows, so that plants they can take up or they can give out some of the gases during important processes. Now when we enter the leaf, this is the tissue which is present inside the leaf. Tissue means group of cells. Many cells are there. You can see these oval cells are there. Some are closely packed. These closely packed are called pelliciate, and these loosely held are called spongy. Pelliciate and spongy both together are called mesophyll. Okay, so this is the mesophyll tissue. Mesophyll tissue, or we can say a group of cells which contain chloroplast. These minute dots are called the chloroplast which is present, and inside these chloroplast chlorophyll will be present. So this is the relationship between this. Okay, so inside the leaf you will get a tissue called mesophyll. Inside mesophyll you will get some cells, or mesophyll is nothing but the group of cells, and in those cells there are numerous chloroplasts. You can see these granular structure, dot like structure inside every cell. So actually these are the chloroplasts. You have studied chloroplast in 9th class also, okay, and inside chloroplast chlorophyll is present. So this is how the leaf looks like from its inside. So this is the chloroplast. Chloroplast is present inside the leaf in every cell. Many chloroplasts are there. So this is a detailed structure of that dot-like structure which you have seen earlier in earlier slides. Okay. Now see chloroplast. This one is outer membrane. It is double membrane. So it has two membranes, outer and inner. You can see. It is disc-shaped structure which is having two membranes, and this matrix, the background of this chloroplast, is called stroma, and these coin-like structures are called granum. This coin-like structure is called granum. Okay, and as a whole, actually this one, the group of granum is known as thylakoid. As a whole, this one is known as thylakoid. A stalk of or a pile of coin-like structure is known as thylakoid. Now this is very important, stomata. You have seen in previous slides that stomata is present mostly on the undersurface of the leaves. These are called the natural windows of the plant so that gaseous exchange or transpiration becomes easy. I have written here stoma because stomata is plural and stoma is singular. Okay, so here I have shown one, so I have written stoma. So this is an open stoma and this one is closed stoma. You can see here no space is visible. Here space is there so that exchange can happen. Okay, so how this happens, why it sometimes opens up, why it sometimes closes, that is also a mechanism and we will study later. First we will study the parts of the stomata. See, in the stomata you can see these bean like structures called guard cells. These outer structures are called guard cells. Stomata has a guard cell and the shape of the stomata is controlled by the guard cell. They keep changing their shape and size, and this helps in opening and closing of stomata. See, in the guard cell you have got nucleus, you have got many chloroplasts. You can see many chloroplasts are present. These green dots are the chloroplast. This central one is the vacuole, and this one as a whole bean shaped structure is guard cell, and outside is the cell wall. Same for this one, only the thing is it is open. Now the question arises, what is the function of stomata? Stomata helps in exchange of gases because I told you these are the window like structure, and exchange, entry or exit of gases may happen here. And second is transpiration. It also helps in transpiration. When we say that stomata help in exchange of gases, we can say it individually also, like if during photosynthesis, which gas enters? Carbon dioxide. Which comes out? Oxygen. And during respiration, obviously just like us, they also require oxygen. So oxygen enters and carbon dioxide moves out. That's why we have written exchange of gases. You can elaborate it by writing that during photosynthesis, which one is entering? Carbon dioxide. Which gas comes out? Oxygen, as a gift for us. And during respiration, just like us, they also take up oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. So as a whole we write exchange of gases happens through stomata. But yes, gases may be different during different processes. Then is transpiration. We have written transpiration also transpiration also happens through these tiny pores. Transpiration is the loss of water from the plant in the form of water vapor. So that also happens. You know the importance of transpiration. Transpiration causes cooling effect, and because of transpiration the water moves up from the roots, it reaches to the leaves because transpiration creates a pull that is called transpiration pull. And as a whole we will discuss later, transpiration is a necessary evil. Sometimes it has got some advantages and disadvantages also. So we will study in detail in next slides. So this is a beautiful slide which explains the opening and closing of stomata. Actually speaking, the opening and closing of stomata is controlled by these guard cells. Okay, so see, during opening what is happening with the guard cell? It absorbs water and potassium. These guard cells, they absorb potassium ions and water from their neighboring cells. And what are the neighboring nearby cells of the guard cell? Obviously epidermal cells. So epidermal cells are present here. I will show you in previous slides. You must have seen all these cells around the stomata. They are called the epidermal cells because this is the epidermis, upper epidermis and lower epidermis, a thin skin like structure which is present over the leaves. Okay, so this is epidermis around it. So I told you that during opening of the stomata, the potassium ions and water both enters. You can see the arrowhead, they are entering inside the guard cell. When they enter inside the guard cells, they swell up because of the water and ion. Their concentration increases inside, they swell up and the stomata opens. Okay, but when they need to close, for example they don't want to lose water by transpiration and they want to close now, so what happens? Now again the same thing happen in reversal way. K ion, that is potassium ion, and water ions, they move outside from the guard cell. Now they come to the epidermal cells. Okay, and the stomata closes. When the stomata closes, that condition is called that they are flaccid. Now they are shrunken and they are flaccid. And when they swell up because of the water, that condition is called turgid. So this is the turgid condition and this is the flaccid condition. Biologically speaking, the turgid condition is this one, spelling you can see here, and flaccid condition is written here, which is in this portion, it is written below, you can see. So this is the flaccid closed condition and this is open condition. So this much only for today. Thank you.